Hi there Libra, thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast. For week commencing the 6th of April, the Sun combines with Uranus in your opposite sign. This suggests that your moves could be a little bit helter-skelter when it comes to your relating situation this week. Mercury also follows the Sun later in the week and goes across Uranus as well. But they both connect brilliantly to Jupiter, the planet of expansion, which itself starts to go forwards from Wednesday after a 4-month backward rotation. And this suggests that there can be a sense around you, a feeling that you want to break out, be a bit more thrusting in your approach, particularly if you are single and you would like to meet someone. Now, you know and you've learnt plenty over the last 3 years that close relationships, particularly when they are unpredictable, can really unsettle you, and not necessarily in a good way. But also, you've just in yourself been very restless, and that's not necessarily been easy for other people to relate to you around. But this week I can feel it's more like you in charge of the process. So if you try different things, go out on a surprise date with someone, you may actually really get a buzz from it. And once Venus moves on Saturday into a very go-getting, expansive and experimental part of your horoscope, the truth of all sorts of relationships needs to be tackled, but you can do so in a really constructive way. And if you meet someone, particularly over the following 28 days, this can be someone who's very different to anyone you've ever met before, but they can be like a breath of fresh air. So if you are holding on to a way of doing things, a way of relating that makes you always safe, but sees you keeping up some kind of shield, protecting yourself from getting hurt, perhaps it's time to drop that down a little bit and just realise there's no certainties in life. But every day we're thinking, we're not acting. And of course, being a thinker, being an air sign, perhaps you do need to supercharge yourself into action. Now, if you're in a long-standing relationship and it has become rather too set in its ways, this week is an opportunity to try to shake it up. You can't just sit back and wait for your partner to do it. Perhaps you are the one who needs to take the initiative. You are a cardinal sign. You often question it about yourself, but you are a leader. So if something does need to be changed to re-spark it, to regain the magic that you first shared when you initially met, do take the lead and see where it takes you. By the end of this week, it is true to say that there is a quarter moon on Saturday, and this quarter moon once more emphasises the 4th, 7th house axis in your situation. Someone around you could be a bit moody, a bit out of sorts. They may not particularly approve of someone you're attracted to. If you break away from someone because you feel they hold you back too much, someone could poo-poo what you need to do. But that's it. You need to be authentically you this week around all relationships. And if there is some fallout or reverberations, just go with it. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.